Welcome to NG9 Studios 360. Today, we are going to talk about intimacy in relationships. Remember to subscribe, like, and share our videos. Every Saturday and Sunday, we upload new videos to our channel. What is intimacy? Intimacy usually denotes mutual vulnerability, openness, and sharing. It is often present in close, loving relationships such as marriages and friendships. The term is also sometimes used to refer to sexual interactions, but intimacy does not have to be sexual. Intimacy can be vital to maintaining a healthy social life. If you avoid intimacy, you may find yourself isolated or in constant conflict with others. When fear of intimacy disrupts a relationship, couples may find themselves holding back from physical contact, trying to distance themselves from the other person, or feeling desperate for the other person's attention. When people fear intimacy, they may find themselves avoiding sex and overly controlling. Intimacy is important because humans are social creatures who thrive on close personal relationships with others. While intimacy connotes images of romantic relationships, it can also occur in close friendships or as part of a family unit. This type of connection has been shown to make people happier, healthier, and more productive. There are 4 types of intimacy. Experiential intimacy, when people bond during leisure activities. People may sync up their actions in teamwork or find themselves acting in unison. Example, a father and son work together to build a model train, developing a rhythm to their teamwork. Emotional intimacy, when people feel safe sharing their feelings, even uncomfortable ones. Example, a woman confides in her sister about her body image issues. She trusts her sibling to offer comfort rather than using her insecurities against her. Intellectual intimacy, when people feel comfortable sharing ideas and opinions, even when they disagree. Example, 2 friends debate the meaning of life. They enjoy hearing each other's opinions and don't feel the need to win the argument. A sexual intimacy, when people engage in sensual or sexual activities. When people use the word intimacy, they are often referring to this type. Example, 2 lovers engage in foreplay, knowing how each other prefers to be touched. Intimacy in a romantic relationship is usually something that is built over time. New relationships might have moments of intimacy, but building long-term intimacy is a gradual process that requires patience and communication. Many people judge the quality of their relationships based on the depth of intimacy and the degree to which they feel close to their partners. Fear of intimacy. Intimacy can help you feel more loved and less alone, but intimacy also requires a great deal of trust and vulnerability, and you may find this frightening. Many people struggle with intimacy, and fear of intimacy is a common concern in therapy. People can fear intimacy due to a variety of reasons. Some of the most common causes include abandonment issues. You may fear that once you become attached to someone, that individual will leave. Fear of rejection. You might worry that once you reveal any flaws or imperfections, the other person will no longer want to be with you. Control issues. You may fear losing your independence as you become emotionally connected to others. Past abuse. A history of childhood abuse, especially sexual abuse, may make it difficult for you to trust others. When seeking professional help for intimacy issues, you may be asked to take the Fear of Intimacy Scale, FIS. This scale measures how much you fear emotional intimacy in a romantic context. It asks you to agree or disagree with statements like, "I would probably feel nervous showing my partner strong feelings of affection." Research has linked a high FIS score to increased loneliness. It is possible to overcome fears of intimacy. A compassionate counselor can help you understand the underlying emotions driving your fear. They can help you address these feelings and find healthier ways to cope with them besides isolating yourself. Sometimes mental health issues like avoidant personality disorder can also contribute to intimacy issues. Treating these diagnoses can also offer significant benefits. Even when neither partner fears intimacy, a couple may still have trouble opening up to each other. The following suggestions may allow you and your partner to grow closer. Be patient. Getting to truly know someone is a serious time commitment. The trust-building process is often a slow one. Intimacy is not a race. Start with the easy stuff. If you find it easier to talk about the future than the past, then start by sharing your dreams and goals. As trust builds, you may find it less frightening to talk about the more difficult topics. Talk openly about your needs. Are you someone who needs a lot of time alone to recharge? How often do you like to have sex? You can prevent a lot of misunderstandings if you tell your partner plainly what you want instead of assuming your desires are obvious. Respect each other's differences. Even the most intimate partners still have their own identities. You and your partner do not need to agree on everything to love each other. If you and your partner struggle to get closer to each other, there is still hope. A couples counselor can help you strengthen your communication and solve misunderstandings. It can also help each party overcome any fears of intimacy that may be holding them back. There is no shame in getting help. It is important to share a whole range of emotions with a partner. Otherwise, some people begin to feel lonely and isolated regardless of how good their sexual experiences may be. For many couples, making love involves a sense of intimacy and emotional closeness. An intimate sexual relationship involves trust and being vulnerable with each other. Closeness during sex is also linked to other forms of intimacy, including emotional and spiritual intimacy. Intercourse is only part of sexual intimacy, which involves foreplay and other forms of physical intimacy. Explore ways to share love and affection without sex, and remember that sex includes many forms of physical contact. Often, the more a couple is intimate with each other in ways other than sex, the more fulfilling their sex life becomes. Some couples find it difficult to achieve intimacy in their relationship. Others can find that after achieving intimacy, it seems to slip away. There are many reasons why some people find it difficult to achieve intimacy in their relationship. This is commonly the result of communication issues. If you and your partner are not communicating to each other what your feelings and needs are, then they are not likely to be met. If you do not feel understood by your partner, then intimacy is hard to create or maintain. It's important to talk to your partner about what you need and to check in with them about how they are feeling. This act alone can create a feeling of being connected and intimate. Problems such as conflict. If there is ongoing conflict in your relationship, it can be difficult to develop intimacy. It is not easy to feel close to someone you are arguing with. Anger, hurt, resentment, lack of trust, or a sense of being unappreciated can all affect intimacy. If conflict is affecting your relationship, seek help from a counselor who can walk you through mediation, dispute resolution, relationship, and parenting skills education. Practical issues and life stressors such as financial worries, pressures at work, concerns about children, or just being too busy to connect can affect intimacy. There are times in a couple's relationship when the needs of the couple have to be put aside while more pressing issues are dealt with, but it is important to try and carve out time together as a couple, even if it is a 5-minute check-in or having a cup of tea together. Small moments of feeling close to each other all add up to a greater feeling of intimacy. Abuse or violence. Intimacy is damaged when one partner uses power inappropriately over the other. Abuse or violence in a relationship. To be positive and grateful about what you have in your relationship destroys trust and signals that the relationship is in trouble. You must seek help. For safety and support, negative childhood experiences, past and current traumas, financial pressures. We all have some barriers to intimacy. It is normal for couples to work together to overcome these barriers. Building and maintaining intimacy in a relationship takes time, and it takes some people longer than others. Often, the harder you work at developing intimacy in your relationship, the more rewarding it is. Some suggestions for developing intimacy in your relationship include the following. Celebrate the good things in your relationship. Tell your partner, in words and actions, how much you love and appreciate them. Let your partner know what you value about them and the relationship. Put it into words and don't assume they already know. Everybody likes to be told that they are appreciated and loved. Talk openly about your feelings and what you need from the relationship. Create opportunities for intimacy. Take time out to be together as a couple when you can focus on each other and your relationship. The harder it is to do this because of children, work, or other commitments, the more important it is that you do it. Try to plan a regular evening, day, or weekend for the two of you to be alone. Accept that your relationship will have highs and lows. Continue to explore new ways of finding a deeper level of intimacy. These moments don't need to be grand gestures of love. Taking time, even small moments together, is just as important as going on a date together. Be aware that both parties in a relationship need to initiate opportunities for creating intimacy. Sometimes you may need help or guidance to sort through some of the problems, feelings, and thoughts you have about your relationship. You could talk to a relationship counselor or go to a course or workshop that will help you and your partner overcome some of your relationship problems. Remember, it is normal to have ups and downs in your relationship, and building and maintaining intimacy is part of having a fulfilling relationship. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our YouTube channel for you to get notifications anytime we upload a new video.